Should be live. Welcome. We should be live. So give me a sign of life if you can hear me. I'm using this is the computer, the laptop, camera, and the audio is being just captured by the camera microphone. It's this is a really loud highway, so there's a lot of road noise. Plus my 60 or 50,000 mile tires. They have a lot of depth, but they're loud. So that's also part of the noise. I see people trickling in, coming in. Wow, they're coming in fast. So thank you all for joining. I'm gonna have a second camera on in a minute. We're driving from Florida. We left yesterday morning in Florida, and we actually decided to stop at around 1:30 a.m. in Kentucky. Uh, we stopped and we were like 6 hours away from the Michigan destination that we're going for the summer event of the Tesla Owners Club, where Kelly, Chris, John, Simon, Brian, Justin, I mean, everybody, Eddie, like they're all coming. There's people driving from all over the states, from Canada, from flying in from other countries. It may not be a massively crowded event, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm expecting several hundred people. If not, I don't know. We'll see if it's in the thousands. We'll see. We're on the Cybertruck right now, and it's been a really cool drive. We hit some bad weather yesterday, but nothing that we couldn't handle. We're not staying in hotels. We are camping, and we stayed out at an undisclosed location yesterday. We hit the road around 8 a.m. today after going to the gym and getting ready for the road, and then we made something to eat. And right now we are probably about 3 to 4 hours from the Michigan destination where we're going, and we're actually going to camp out at a really nice place. We'll show some of that later. I am going to be recording the fun stuff. This stuff right now, the actual driving is not permanently recorded. I'll probably record a couple of short clips of it. But let's turn on the other camera, and hopefully you can see. I'm gonna use this phone as my second camera right now. Hopefully it works out the way I'm thinking it will. So let's turn that on right now. I have it on picture in picture. I am actually going to flip the views. So I'm putting the road on the main screen right now. Hopefully you like that view right there. The chat is open, so if you want to say something to us, let me know. I haven't seen any messages come in, but chat should be open on both YouTube and on X. I'm simultaneously pushing the live stream to both platforms. I am not driving, so you can see I have my laptop managing the stream, and then Nancy's driving. There she is. Say hi. So we're just heading out from Indiana right now, and we're gonna be in Michigan very soon. I'm actually thinking that in under an hour we're already gonna be in Michigan. Definitely under an hour, because in an hour we're gonna be charging, and then we will just be very, very close. It looks like after the next charge we're gonna be another 2 hours on the road, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that's attending. It's gonna be a great event. I think was that a Cybertruck on the other side of the road? Yes? No? Okay. I thought we saw. We've seen many Teslas on this trip. It definitely, you can see the difference between now and a few years ago, where there was barely any like rural EVs spotted on the road, and now it's like we see them everywhere, and not just Teslas. Like I see um, Fords and Rivians and Hyundais. In the last stop that we were at, there was a Hyundai that it looked like an old Hyundai. It was charging at the supercharger, which was really cool to see that. Um, so I forgot what model it was, but it was a sedan, 4 door. I think I'm gonna put the camera on this mount here. Let's see if that works. That should be working. I don't know how smooth the video is, but it gives you an idea. Let me split this is a little bit crooked. Let's see, where do we need to put it this way? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So let's do a little bit of split screen here. I'm on the right side of the live stream now, and it's a beautiful day. It started a little bit watery, it was raining a little bit, no thunderstorms. We did see a lot of thunderstorm last night, uh, but today we have been blessed with a beautiful day. The skies are blue, grass is green. It's summer, so that means that we're not going to see any snow. And yeah, so if you're going to be at the Michigan uh, Tesla summer event, the meetup, make sure that you look us up and you swing by, say hi, hang out with us. We're going to be probably giving away a couple of things. We'll see if that works out. I have actually brought a couple of things that I think I'm going to give away. And we also have a bunch of friends that are going to be there. A lot of your favorite EV social media entertainers are going to be there, so you may want to swing by and say hi, just because it's going to be packed with a lot of people that you follow, that you're subscribed to, and can't wait to see you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think tomorrow we have a light show. It's on Friday, right? The light show? I think so. Yeah, light show tomorrow night, I believe. And Saturday is going to be a great event at the Muskegon event. So Tom says weather looks great. Enjoy the ride. You guys have fun up there. Absolutely, Tom. Thank you so much. Yeah, you see, this is what it's all about. Spending some time with the community, both in person and virtually. And my guess is that the sound is tolerable, since I haven't seen any complaints about it. Hopefully this works out for future live streams as well. Kind of trying a new setup here. And funny thing is that we actually bumped into our friend Justin, which you know as Bearded Tesla. And it's funny because we did not plan to meet on the road. It just basically organically happened. I left at 4:30 or so in the morning from where I live. I live about I want to say 2.5 hours south of Justin, here the Tesla guy. And when I passed by his area, it was like 8 a.m. He left at 10 a.m. his time, and he caught on to us in Atlanta, pretty much. And then we were scheduled to stop at a particular place, and we coincided stopping at the same spot. And which is weird because there was one very other close location to that one, and then there's like 3 or 4 not very close, but just in the area, in the vicinity. So that was interesting to see Justin and I just bumping to each other over there. We actually had a little bit of a, I would call it late lunch or early dinner. while we were charging. Justin worked with his two boys, and we had a lot of fun just for a good half hour or 45 minutes that we were there charging. And then we went our way and we split again. He left a little bit before me, and then I actually, for some reason, I was ahead of him because then he passed me after about an hour on the road. And my guess is that he probably stopped with his sons to take a break, like a restroom break or something like that. Because after they passed us, just about less than half an hour later, we saw him stop again at a rest area. So I'm guessing the kids wanted to go. So yeah, fun stuff, unexpected. We're also seeing a lot of very enthusiastic people asking questions about the Cybertruck, which now is more common, and people still, a lot of people haven't seen them in person, and especially when you go to like little towns. We were just at a park where we make breakfast earlier this morning, and there was a couple of people walking the park there with dogs, and they stopped by and they wanted to see the inside, and I don't know, it was just fun. It reminds me a little bit of last year when we went to Canada, and even here in the States, where there was just a handful of Cybertrucks wherever you went, if there were any, and then people were like super enthusiastic about it. So the history repeats itself. So it's not all hate. We haven't had any hate. And the opposite, this trip has been completely positive. Everybody has been either like smiling, waving, taking photos, asking to look at the truck inside. And yeah, I enjoy having fun like that. So that's been great. Diego says, Diego says, safe travels. Enjoy. Thank you, Diego. So yeah, look at that road. I like the view that we have on the phone camera right now. It looks very, very sharp. I like that. So if you are going to be at the event, let me know. Drop a comment here on the live stream so that I can remember that we spoke here on the live stream. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky people that gets a giveaway item from me. I'm not gonna say the things I have because it's not official. There are no rules. I'm just gonna like just hand stuff out if I can, if I see the right chance. We're gonna be on stage tomorrow talking about travel adventures with Nancy and Justin, and Brian's gonna be the moderator. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's also gonna be other sessions. Sandy Monroe is going to be there with us, just like he was last year. We had a lot of fun with him. And I think there's people coming from Europe and from all over the country, which is really cool. A bunch of my Canadian friends will be there as well. We have, I think Josh and Ryan are actually probably driving already because they said they were going to come and they're probably going to be here. So I have a question here on the live stream. What is the longest mileage you have done without charging in the Cybertruck? On this trip, I have driven, I think yesterday I had a stretch of about 175 miles. So we stopped, I think we had about 20% state of charge. So if I slow down, I can actually drive about 250 miles with the truck. If I'm driving strictly to maximize distance with all the things that I have. So yeah, I don't have great efficiency because of tires and all the additional items that I have, but at least here in the United States, it's absolutely not a problem for me. Even without planning, I barely have an issue to find a place to charge. We're pretty saturated here with the superchargers from the Tesla network, and there's also public EV charging. And if you want to like crash at a hotel, many of them have destination chargers that are slow, but you can charge overnight while you're sleeping. we are not sleeping in hotels, at least not yet on this trip. Um, so we just on the road. You can actually there are some places where you can actually charge for free if you're a customer, and some places just don't mind, and you can actually charge it there. Some libraries and government buildings, and but for the most part, we are using the Tesla charging network. So Paulie says, "Why is this guy camping in the left lane?" That was a few minutes ago. Yeah, some people just drive and they're camping on the left lane. We are on the right lane, driving a little bit under the speed limit. Uh, it's a beautiful day. We're enjoying it. There's a lot of police activity in this highway right now where we're at. It's US Route 31, and I lost track how many times we've seen the police giving tickets to people. So yeah, it's pretty. I guess there's a lot of vigilance right now. I don't know if there's a long weekend coming or not, but it's kind of nice for me. Like I personally like to see the police force on the road. It kind of makes things safer. People have been driving like complete idiots when there's no police. So when there's emergency vehicles in the area, people drive a little bit better, which is safer. But right now, if you can see the car that just passed us, it's just tailgating, just riding the other guy's bumper. The other guy is going significantly quicker than the speed limit, and he's about to pass another car. So sometimes it's hard. That's why we just stay on the I call it the speed limit lane, not the slow lane, because we're basically going the speed limit. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. What we're doing right now, driving down the road on US 31. And let's see, I have another comment. Diego says, I see my Model Y's claimed range goes down after I take long trips with supercharging. Is that normal? Yeah, totally normal. So the that range is not live and die for range. It depends on so many factors. And the truth is that the more you drive, the more you know how your car efficiency is. And the range of the vehicle is not going to be the same when you're on the highway or you're on a city street because you burn more energy. So um, you can talk to 10 different, let's call experts about, range and calculations and all that good stuff. And you could potentially get 10 different answers. Some people swear that there's absolutely no relation between your estimated range and your driving habits, and the opposite is also true. From my experience, from there's very few people that drive as much as we do, and the ones that drive the most, we are in the same kind of group. Um, I strongly believe that that range is affected by your driving habits. So your car may be capable of doing more distance, but because you mostly drive a certain way, the estimated range is lower, and all you need to do to see a recovered range would be to slow down or do less highway, for example. So, yeah, that is fine. I don't think you have any problems with your car. There will be some very rare cases where your range may be very negatively affected by a defect on something. Usually, those defects happen sooner rather than later, and most of the time, people can just reach out and get their vehicle serviced by the warranty, and it costs them nothing. Now, if you have a vehicle that has exceeded the warranty, like for example, my son has a 2023 Model Y, over 200,000 miles in it, and has no problems. But if one day the battery goes, it is what it is. It's going to cost you less than changing a full engine and transmission of a ice car. In many cases, it really also depends on what year it is and if you have an extra coverage or not. But those are again the least cases. So I'm very happy. This is my fourth. The Cybertruck is our fourth Tesla. I have one car that had an issue with the battery, and it happened while we were out last year. The car was parked inside my garage, and we let it sit for over 7 months in the garage. We had a friend that was charging it every now and then, so to keep the battery from not being low for too long. And after a while, the car was just not taking a charge, and we had Tesla diagnose that, and they said they needed to replace the battery pack. So it was an early Model 3 performance from 2020, and I know that the batteries are different now than they were back then. But right now, my car is sitting in the house with just under 100 miles of usage on the battery. The car is unregistered and uninsured, and it's in storage inside my garage. I am selling it. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know. It's a great car, but we don't need it. We have the other two, and it's just the two of us, so we have one parked. I think the video. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Let's see. The image is mirrored. That's why it looks like you're in the left lane. Oh, so if someone thinks that we are on the left lane, yeah, that's not actually what's happening. We're on the right lane. So, that being said, let's check the settings here. I removed the mirror effect. I guess now it makes sense. That's probably better, right? Oh, I guess that when Paulie B said, "Why is this guy camping in the left lane?" He was talking about us and doesn't know us or the channel, so it's new to the channel, referring to this guy. So we were not on the right lane. I'm sorry, on the left lane. We were on the right lane, and the image was mirrored. You could have told, you could have known if you saw that the steering wheel was on the right side instead of the left side. That was a quick giveaway. So anyway, let's see what else. No other questions. I hope that answered your two questions. We have 188 people. Why don't you repost or share the stream with your friends so we can get more people in here? We have another 45 minutes on the road before we stop to charge. I'm down to answer any questions if I know the answer. And if any of you watching here is going to the event, which is going to be a lot of fun, drop a comment below and let us know that you're going to be there so we can keep you in mind. Diego says, I am looking for a new front bumper for my Model Y. Do you know of any websites where I can find used parts? A lot of people post like on eBay and on the marketplace, Facebook marketplace, I don't particularly use the Facebook marketplace. I've never actually purchased anything from there, but I know a lot of people do. You may want to check if there's anything like what you need available. I would first check. You'll be so. This is a really good question because I always like to remind people that you'll be surprised. Sometimes we think that everything that you purchase through Tesla is going to be expensive for repairs and things like that. And I have been surprised many times. Some parts that you may think are very expensive, you reach out to Tesla. If you just want the part to replace it yourself, for example, it's going to be very cheap. If it's a front bumper and it's not the color of the car, you can have it painted. So I would check first with Tesla to see, depending on what year your Model Y is, if it definitely needs to be replaced, then maybe you want to check with them first. And if not, hey, reach out to me on YouTube and on Patreon and on X, and we'll help you spread the word that you're looking for it. Maybe we know someone that has one laying around and could even like give it to you or sell it for even lower. So yeah, I hope that helps. Let's see. Oh wow, Tom, thank you so much. Thank you. Tom just did a donation, $10 on the live stream. Thank you so much, Tom. That helps us a lot. Believe it or not, this is all we're doing right now. We're creating content and spending time with the community, and every little bit helps. You are awesome. Thank you. And Tom is asking, are 35-inch wheels more reliable than the smaller ones on Cybertruck? Um, I'm not. I'm not exactly sure what you mean because the Cybertruck, at least my Cybertruck, came with 35-inch tires. So it's 20-inch wheels. The overall diameter of the tire for the all-terrain is 35 inches. So if you can clarify what you mean, Tom, I'll be glad to try to give you a good answer. I'm not exactly sure if you meant if the originals. So maybe you mean the actual package completely between the when the tires of the all-terrain that are included, which are 35-inch, those tires with the 20-inch wheels, if they are more reliable than the smaller ones on Cybertruck. And I'm guessing there's probably a smaller. I didn't realize if there is a smaller wheel for one of the models or as an option. And I'm gonna check that because I love my 20s. I would love to have 18s, but usually the higher the rim size, the easier it is to break a tire. Like because you have usually uh, the larger the wheel, the smaller the sidewall, and the easier it is to like break the wheel on a pothole. Uh, but as far as I know, I haven't seen like a common problem with those. I would I would go lower wheel size whenever I can, and beefier, bigger tires as much as possible. But I spend a lot of time on trails. I don't care about the mileage on the highway because you can always slow down. Um, the road noise, yeah, especially after they've been running for 50,000 miles, they get noisy even if they have a lot of tread. Um, so, yeah, I'm going to take advantage of this having the computer here. I'm going to check the actual specifications of the Cybertruck tire options, right? So I am looking at this. Let me see if I can. Actually, I am going to do something different here. I'm going to share my screen as well. So I'm going to share, let me see, the browser. Yeah, I'm gonna share this tab. Okay. I'm not sure if you're seeing that in full screen. You probably are. So let's look at the options here for a Cybertruck. So let's go order a Cybertruck and all-wheel drive upgrades. Okay, so I see 20-inch cyber wheels and 20-inch core wheels. I don't see specifications on the tire size itself. I should know this, but I don't know it. I don't know the detail about that. So to me, they look same dimensions as 35s. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know. And then the answer is still going to be the same, right? The bigger the sidewall, the easier it is to keep it healthy. Let's see the long range Cybertruck. Oh, okay, here we go. 18-inch standard wheels. All right. And then they have the 20-inch cyber wheels. Okay, so there is a different wheel package with 18-inch wheels. Now, if they're going to amount to the same 35 inches, then I'm pretty sure that having the 18s is probably going to be better for keeping them. Take exit 246, be on the right onto US 31 North, US 20 West toward Niles, Michigan, Michigan City. Okay, so it's probably going to be easier to keep them healthy with the biggest sidewall on the 18-inch. And those ones, they're claiming that give 354 miles of range versus the 335. So you also seem to be getting definitely a longer range, but those are just all-season tires, not all-terrain. So that's why, mostly why you get better efficiency. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. Let's stop screen sharing. Yeah, this is great. You're gonna get on the second exit 246, please. All right. Yeah. Diego, no problem. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the donation also. Thank you, Diego. Appreciate that. Let's see. Tom says, I heard somewhere that the $3,500 upgrade wheels are not as dependable. Okay. That is good to know. I never heard that. I'm guessing in terms of how it compares, what would be the actual wheel that you're referring to? I'm going to check on that, but I think I have the what would be considered the most upgrade on the wheels. Those are the 20s that come with the all-terrain. I have those on custom, aftermarket off-road tires, snow rated, peak rated. So I have had no issues, and they're very strong. I drove those wheels for about 18,000 miles, and then I put the ones that I have on right now, which are the Unplugged Performance Cyber Hex wheels. The ones that I have are the gold ones, and same thing, no issue. The tires are great. If you like to be outside the highway a lot, like us, I definitely recommend. And it's not sponsored. I just like it because I'm on the second set of BF Goodrich Cybertruck tires. I use the first set, which I still have at home because they only done 18,000 miles. Those are the KO2s. And right now, we have been, since 18,000 miles, we put on the KO3s that came out last year for the first time. They don't make the KO2s anymore. These are better. And right now, the truck has 69,289 miles, and they look like they have more than half the tread. So, uh, great tire. I highly recommend it. I have the Nito Rich Grapplers on my Model Y, and those are more aggressive and lose more range with those because I'm more aggressive for the dirt. But they're great too. So, so far, 3 out of 3 successful tire used on the Cybertruck and the Model Y. Which, if you've been following me for a while, you know my Model Y is also lifted. Um, let's split the screen here. Now I see that the video of the I don't know if that's how everything looks, but we're streaming from the Cybertruck right now, and the laptop is on using my Starlink dish, which is right above us in the middle of the truck. Um, so I think I had it so that it's more smooth video rather than higher quality, because otherwise it needs. But I think it should be fine. Oh, Tom says that he loves the gold ones. Yeah, these wheels I didn't know because I really wanted the unplugged performance, the ones that have oh my god, I'm drawing blank right now. The other wheels that they sell that they have the rim to hold the bead locks. Thank you. So I wanted the bead locks in 18-inch, and they didn't have them available. So they gave me the Cyber Hex, and I love them. They're so cool. I love them. They look good, and we went all the way. I mean, we've been all over. Right now, those wheel tire combination have over 40,000 miles on them. Actually, they have about 50,000 miles because we were under 20,000 at 18,000, and then now we're almost 70, right? So that's 50,000 miles right there, and they're still great. I cannot believe that I don't really have to replace them yet due to the how much uh, tread they have. They have quite a bit of tread still, so um, I'm gonna run them until I have to replace them, and then I'm going to put my KO2s back on the car with the original wheels. That's what I'm gonna do. Or maybe I'll just move them from the original wheel and put them on the unplugged performance one. Yeah. Um, this has been a really cool live stream, even though we don't have a lot of people in it. It's been great to live stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and thankfully I am not driving. Nancy is. I was doing some work earlier. There's Nancy, like right there. She doesn't like to use FSD because she loves how the car drives. She likes FSD, but she also likes the way it feels because she's always driving the Model Y, which you have to go like this to do a simple turn, and the Cybertruck is just like very little motion. So yeah, Nancy's driving, and I'm enjoying the drive after doing some other stuff that I work with here on the computer. Thankfully, we have, let's see, where the Starlink up there, and I can remain connected and be able to do other stuff, not just when I'm not in the car. I can actually do it in the car. But I drive too much, so I don't really have a lot of time to do many things. I have to let Nancy wants to drive all the time, but I'm driving most of the time. So now it's her turn, and I'm taking advantage of it. Actually, I'm gonna show you something here real quick. Let me know what you think about it. This is a let me see where it is. I was doing something the other day in motion, Um, oh, I think it's not. I think it's not on the hard drive of this computer. I did a little animation that I'm going to include in my next video about the trip. It's an animation of the route where we're taking off from Florida to. I thought we were gonna camp in Tennessee halfway and then continue to Michigan. But we ended up driving all the way to Kentucky. But the animation is what it is, and I'll mention it. But it shows the entire route from South Florida, city of Sunrise, which is where we live, all the way to Michigan. And I'm very proud of that animation. It came out pretty good. Um, I was doing that on this laptop, right? Maybe it's here. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe it is here. No. Let me see. Yep. No, I only have a voiceover here. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. When I publish it, you'll see it. I wanted to show it to you, see what you thought. Saludos to shout out to Teslatina. That's Tom. She's saying hi. She said hello right back at you. There she is. I don't want to get her distracted because she's not using FSD.
What does that mean? Should I know how to drive?
No, distracted driving, it doesn't matter how good you are. Even if it's Lewis Hamilton, it's gonna get distracted, it's gonna have an accident. So yeah, not everyone is a race car driver like I am, and even we can get in trouble. All right, let's see. The weather is still looking great. I have to check how much battery the phone has, but the good thing is that even if the phone dies, it doesn't matter because I'm running the live stream with the laptop here. And we have very good news from our friend Eddie. He is in the area and he has secured a campsite on his awesome Cybertruck One, the Cyber Camper. It's incredible. I love it. It's a little bit on the expensive side, the camper, but it's incredible. It's like having your own little house on the road. And the truth is that I think it's more efficient than my car, even having that camper cap on the top. So we're gonna see him today in just a couple of hours. I'm thinking, let's see, we're gonna be at the last supercharging about 25 minutes, and then at 6:37 local time, we're supposed to be in that area. We're probably gonna stop one more time just to top up. Although we do have a campsite, maybe that means that we're gonna have a way to plug the cars. Yeah, that'll be sweet. Because dollars is here to recover a little bit while you're on a campsite. Who else? I have to check if our friend Ryan and our friend Josh are in transit. They must be in transit, otherwise they won't make it. They were in Texas, and they must be about to get here tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe they need a campsite, and we can secure one for them as well. I'm trying to change this a little bit, but I did it the opposite way. Let's put the road on the main screen now. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the audio has been acceptable because no one has complained, and I'm just using the computer's onboard microphone, the built-in microphone. I have my Pro mics back there, but I didn't think we were gonna need them because it should not be very loud in here. So you should be able to still hear me out. We're gonna cut it close. We're at estimated arrival at 6% battery, and there's a sign right there that says "Welcome to Pure Michigan." I guess it's the city name called Pure, or do they mean that Michigan is pure? Because the screen here, the map says that this is called Niles, N like in Nancy, Iles, Niles, Michigan. Is it Niles or is it Pure?
Rocket.
Huh?
It's like rocket. Instead of Google. It's rocket.
69,300 miles on the odometer right now on the Cybertruck. Still, I'm not trying to do it, it just happens. It's still the highest mileage Cybertruck in the world from a customer, as far as I know. If there's anyone with more miles that is just a regular customer, like just one or two people driving it, then and has more miles than us, then I haven't heard about it. And the last thing I heard from Tesla was that I was still highest mileage. And you probably saw my 50,000 mile review. We're gonna have a new review coming up at 75,000 miles. So that's probably gonna happen next week. Oh no, wait. I still have to put 5,000 miles more. It's gonna happen later this year, very soon, probably in August. Wow, in August, because after here in Michigan, we're going back to Florida, and then we're going to British Columbia in Canada, if not somewhere else before that, and then we're going to California, and eventually we're gonna make it back. And from here to there, it's over 3,000 miles anyway, so we're gonna be really close to the 73,000 miles. So we're gonna hit 75,000 miles for sure by August, probably sooner. Yep,
So we got Michigan, got the X-Day cover coming up. Oh wow.
that's gonna be insane.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get
Get
your
your
tickets
tickets for the X Takeover in California. If you're in the area or want to come and you haven't made plans for the Michigan one, you can make it. Come over. Tomorrow is gonna be light show. Saturday is gonna be a great day, and then who knows? Maybe Sunday we chill out in the area before everybody spreads out. Um, at least I know that I want to have downtime in one place at least for a day, um, and then we should be back home by Tuesday or Wednesday. I wanted to go to an event that's happening this weekend in Orlando, but I won't be able to make it. The National Space Society is hosting a conference in Orlando, and I wanted to see that because all the people that matter about the space industry, especially talking about low Earth orbit debris and other initiatives that are out there to do good for humanity in space. Um, a lot of very important people there. I don't know if Jared's gonna be there, but yeah, I'm gonna miss that. See the now that I see that Chevy that's passing us, that's the Chevy Avalanche. I don't know how many units the Chevy Avalanche sold. There's an emergency vehicle here.
waiting for people to pass, but they're coming too
Yeah.
fast.
Oof. Okay. Yeah. People don't let you go,
They still
and they're playing like bumper cards. Like if you don't put the signal quick, and even when you put it, they just accelerate.
yeah.
So not let you go. It's tricky because you're supposed to go about 10 miles an hour when you pass them if you can't move over. And yeah. Anyway, the the events this weekend are going to be awesome, both here and in Orlando and wherever they are. The weather is working great. We're passing these rivers around us, and they look insane. Love it. There's a lot of lakes in Michigan. Was it like 1,000 lakes or something? Look at the police car with the radar blocking people's speed. This guy, I thought he was gonna run us over. He's going like coming really, really fast and flashing the lights and everything. Now it's slowing down. We see the cop. Yeah. Um, what else do we have? The phone. Oh yeah, I was saying about the Chevy Avalanche. I don't know how many units they sold, but I feel like a lot of people that either if you buy an Avalanche or you put the rack that I've seen in other brands of pickup trucks that make the top of the bed have this triangle between the cabin and the bed. Uh, it looks just like what the Cybertruck has on that part of the roof. And I remember at the beginning, one of the big like real truckers complained about the Cybertruck was that it's not a real truck because of the shape. You won't be able to pick up your tools from the bed, blah blah blah. But I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of pickup trucks with that, and there's an actual aftermarket um, uh, product that sells a lot, and they sell them in the hundreds of thousands to put those racks to give it more functionality. And when people need to get something from the bed, they get in the bed. Especially if you have a lifted truck, that's the other thing. If the vehicle sits high, you can't just reach in from the top and like grab stuff. You have to like get on the actual bed itself. As a long time pickup truck owner from many years ago, I'm working a little bit on the construction industry, supporting heavy machinery with several pickup trucks, diesel and gasoline. I'm telling you, for the use case that the Cybertruck is made for, it's better than anything else I've had in my life. Um, and if you don't like the shape, then don't buy it if that's your main reason. But if you like functionality, um, it's incredible. I wish it had more range. That's the only thing. This truck with 500 miles of range, I don't care what people that say you don't need range say. If you have more range, it's not a bad thing. It's simple. And they will sell more because a lot of people complaining about that. And sometimes we are force fed the food we eat, and we have to eat it because there's nothing else. But this is one of the times that it would be great to have Tesla make a Cybertruck with 500 miles. Would be insane. I don't need it, but there's people that do need it. And if I had it, I would appreciate it, even though my charging stop would be longer. But eventually, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have better density on the batteries and probably provide a little bit more range. I understand the economies of scale and everything that has to do with the production of more battery cells. They want to keep selling them without having to incur too much additional cost. But I think they will sell so many more if they had more range, especially for people that are towing, or at least make a version that I don't know. I don't want to say make it more expensive and add more batteries because I think the price point is already too expensive for most people. But if you add more range, it's not going to be a bad thing. And then maybe drop a little bit on the price on the 300 and some miles trucks, and maybe that'll make it so that those sell even more. I don't know. But I don't have the illness of knowing that I know more than Tesla. So whatever they want to do, they're gonna do it. That's just my opinion. Do your own research. And a van, and a proper van, like a Sprinter van made from Tesla, would be insane. Don't make it with 150 miles though. That has to have at least 350 or 400 miles of range. And the van, I will probably sell my other two Teslas for the van and put money on top of it. That's how much I want about a van. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's see, we are 15 minutes out from the next charging stop. We have still kind of the same amount of people. We're short of 300 on the live stream. We've had many thousands of people before, but this was unannounced, just a normal live stream with nothing crazy happening, which is fine. Um, and having each and every single one of you here for, I mean, it's been 56 minutes.
Thank you.
So we do appreciate that. It's a beautiful day. I wish I could invite you to join me here and participate on screen and ask questions. It would be great. But uh, I have so many things that I'm trying to do. I wanted that, like a podcast is something that I want to do as well again. I used to have one, and sorry, my attention just got drawn to a river. I don't know which one this is. We're passing something called Wolf Prairie Park, and there's like a little lake slash river here. It's a river, and it ends by the Lake Michigan all the way up there, up north. Yeah, so there's like so many veins of rivers here. As you can tell, you probably think I have ADD. Got distracted and sidetracked by the beauty of nature. So right now we have 288 people. And interestingly, that this is interesting. This app that I'm using to multicast, so I'm sending the stream to both YouTube and X, says that there's 14 people on YouTube and 269 on X. That's very interesting.
Go
X is the new media that's breaking the internet.
Yep.
We are the media, like my friend Ryan and Josh like to say,
And John.
and John. So if you're any of those guys that I'm calling out, John, Josh, or Ryan, shout out. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna keep the live stream live for another 10 to 12 minutes, and then just before we plug in to the supercharger, I'm going to close out the live stream. The main reason for that is because the data, I'm pushing the live stream using the laptop in front of me, and the data is being received and sent using Starlink. Um, and when you plug in the charger, my Starlink, which is connected to the 120-volt outlet, is going to reboot. So we're going to lose the signal. I'm going to say goodbye before we do that. We're taking exit 15B, Michigan. Feels like a road course. All we need is the vroom, vroom, vroom sounds. I see super concentrated. The sun doesn't bother her anymore because she's not wearing her glasses. I can only imagine this area here with a lot of snow. So this is another piece of interesting information on YouTube. You guys are now less than a moment ago. We're losing viewers in YouTube, but X is getting newer and newer people joining. So it kind of stays at the same number, 280 something viewers right now. And we are passing a vineyard. There's grapes. There's a farm here and a vineyard.
Pop in. Try some hot wine.
Yeah, I love these roads like this.
Look how kind of that farmhouse.
It's a red barn on the right. Massive structure, really. Whoa, dry wipe. Oh no,
What happened?
the wiper. The wiper is going to rip the the windshield.
Doing a salute?
I just turned it off. It's waving to someone that passed. Look at this guy. Great
Beautiful.
job. Great job. Human driver.
I tell you.
Wow.
Not like me though. Not like human drive.
Well, that was very similar to what Justin had with the big semi truck that just took the road
Yeah,
without
and then
stopping.
people say that it was my fault. Like, God, you didn't see him. Like they told him, like, you didn't have to see him. No.
If anyone told Justin that they're an idiot. Like, why would they say that? He was probably slowing down anyway,
Right.
and the guy still just like got in the middle.
Like,
And this
seriously.
guy didn't even like. He just stopped and went.
No, he just went like
Yeah.
and stared, like, okay, bye.
Well, nothing happened, which is good. Oh, there's a vineyard here.
No,
Royalton Township.
too many vineyards. That's a sign.
Nancy thinks that's a sign.
I need a drink.
She needs a drink.
I need a bottle.
I need I need to make my own coffee because I've been drinking pre-made coffee by someone else. I had to go to McDonald's and get coffee because I couldn't refuse the 99-cent offer. Plus, we were charging and we were backed up, and I couldn't open the tailgate and be comfortable making my coffee, so I just purchased a cup of coffee. Which, by the way, people don't try hard anymore. I ordered the thing, and it was supposed to be any size for 99 cents, premium roast. I said, okay, well, then give me the large because I want a lot of coffee. And then they come back with this tiny little ass cup. Actually, I have them here. Like, look, this is the cup that they gave me, this little thing. So, actually, let me make it bigger. Yeah. So, this is the one they gave me, right? I was like, yo, you said any size, and I said large. He's like, oh, well, if I make it large, it's going to increase the size from 99 cents. I'm like, oh, really? I didn't realize. And then I pulled my receipt, and the receipt says, actually, there's still some coffee here. The receipt said any size. I showed him the receipt. So he gave me this guy. And he wouldn't take the other one back. So I got a cup and a half. Well, 2 cups, one big and one small. So anyway, I was talking about making my own coffee because of what happened when Nancy was saying she wants a drink, and I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is that we're going to solve all those problems when we arrive.
Hopefully they got wine.
We're gonna throw an anchor at the campsite so we can't move. There's no risk of driving under the influence, and I'll overload with coffee, and Nancy's gonna have some wine, and
I'll drink full of tubas.
tequila or whatever.
No problem.
Yeah. Anyway, that was that. So cheers to my now cold coffee. And the other thing is that I told them I just wanted a black coffee. So I didn't even try the little one because they gave me the big one. When I was done with the big one, I was like, well, let me drink up the other one. And then this guy here has milk and sugar. It's super sweet. But now it's cold, so it's like iced latte. And that's done. Okay. See what else we have. This is an equestrian center, so those are stables, I guess. I love when these routes happen. When you leave the highway and you go miles and miles in the rural streets, right? Where you see a very, very nice landscape, and sometimes there's like you don't see a house for miles. Oh, then there's like little towns like this.
Bear left to stay on Niles Road.
Niles Road. I feel like this is the town that we were passing when we were on the highway and said that we were in Niles. Now we have a road called Niles. Oh, there's a William Shatner poster. Boldly go, explore. I wonder if it's referring to the Blue Origin flights that they're doing, because that billboard wasn't clear what it's for, and those are multi-million-dollar rides. Not any average person can go on a rocket flight, suborbital flight like that, to just go and come back in 2 minutes.
Now bear left to stay on Niles Road.
Yep, here.
Human driver. Coming through.
Yeah, see, if we had FSD going.
I got this. This is on you.
I just felt phantom brake and FSD's not on. It felt like phantom brake and you're actually driving it.
I know. Okay, people.
You want me to tell you when you're clear on this side?
Yeah.
You're not clear on this side.
Yeah, on neither side.
Now, maybe for 10 seconds.
No, I
5,
can't.
4, 3, 2, 1.
These glasses are a little heavy.
Clear from this side.
No.
Okay. Not clear
I
now.
need a light.
Maybe if we went straight and then made a left on that light, it would be easier instead of taking this
Okay,
shortcut.
this one is coming this way, so I'm just gonna wing it.
Perfect.
See ya.
That was FHD. Full human driver.
Whatever.
This is Saint Joseph. That's where we are right now. And now we have 291 people out of on X and 8 on YouTube.
Like when I don't know where I'm going.
Going to the supercharger is going to be on the left side in a moment, the next traffic light.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're a minute away. I'm going to wait until we are parked to shut down the live stream. But it's about that time. Thank you all for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate it. Don't forget that we are doing this basically full time. So if you want to help us contribute, join me on my next live stream. And if for whatever
1,000
reason,
feet, turn left onto Hollywood Road, then turn right.
if for whatever reason you have a little bit of dollar bills burning a hole in your pocket and you want to subscribe to my paid subscriptions, you're more than welcome.
Now turn left onto Hollywood Road.
They are available on Patreon, on YouTube, and on X. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your valuable time here with us. Don't forget that when we do these live streams, you can always ask any questions you have. If we don't get to your question, you can always reach out directly on X. And if I see something that was asked and I didn't answer when I review the live stream later, I may send a message. But other than that, yeah, absolutely a pleasure to spend time with you guys. I hope you enjoy these live streams. I'm gonna try to see if we can do them more often. But for that, it's gonna be Nancy has to drive, but I set it up. And then follow me on X. You may know it as Twitter. What?
I hear an echo somewhere.
Yeah, because the don't worry about it. Um, on X and YouTube, it's much
Now
appreciated.
turn right.
And this is it. We just got to the
Now
supercharger.
you have arrived at your destination.
So thank you all for joining. Hope you have a great, beautiful day. If you're gonna be at the Michigan event, make sure that you chase me down and say hi.
Should I go to the last one?
And
Yeah.
wait, I think they have 250 and 150. No, those are 250. Just park right there. Yeah, if you are going to attend the Michigan summer event, make sure that you swing by and say hi. If you're going to the X Takeover later next month, I'll be there as well. We're going to have a great session over there. I'm going to be moderating a session with Justin, Peter Tesla guy, and our friend Ben, the owner, one of the owners or president of Unplugged Performance. On stage with me, we're going to be talking about performance, and we're going to be talking about travel adventures, accessories, all that good stuff. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.